Howdy, 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 my beautiful Sagittarius. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot reading for December 2021, Saggy. So if you find some cards that resonate with you, let me know in the comments below which ones do. If you enjoy this tarot reading today, Sagittarius, darling, or you just enjoy my vibe, I really would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, Sagittarius, because it helps me out more than you ever possibly could know. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign to get the full spectrum of what's going down for you in your life right now, Sagittarius, as well as be looking for the secret code word that's going to be listed somewhere in this video, darling, to put in the comments below so you get entered to have a chance to win a free tarot reading by me. All right, Saggy, so let's just get into your tarot reading today, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going down for you at this current point in time, darling. What is going on with my Saggies? I love me a Sagittarius, honey. I always say it. I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp. Libras and Sagittariuses are two peas in a pod. I think there's no one more beautiful than a Sagittarius. Aside from a Libra, obviously biased there, darling, but I just love the free. I just want to gas y'all up for a moment, Saggy, apparently. I just love the free spirit, the fiery spirit of a Sagittarius. Very childlike energy, but not childish, if that makes sense, where it's just like there's nothing in the world that you don't think you could accomplish or that you could do or that you could go, but it's always like there's always just this extremely wise mind behind it as well, a lot of depth. I don't know why I felt the need to just randomly gas y'all up, honey, but don't be telling the other zodiac signs, honey. Anyways, we have the Nine of Wands coming in for you, Sagittarius. All right, with the Four of Swords coming in here. And then Sagittarius, we have, darling, the Judgment card stepping forward with the Queen of Cups in the back of the deck, honey. So Sagittarius, I feel like where y'all are at currently, y'all are really standing strong in your conviction. I feel like there's been a lot of blows that's been happening towards you, Sagittarius. There's been a lot of things thrown at you. It's like you've been really having to work hard at keeping yourself picked up, really working hard at, it feels like no matter, it's like each day that you wake up, Sagittarius, I feel you wake up and it's just like, all right, like what's going to be trying me today? Feels like every single day, Sagittarius, there's like somewhere not your job or just people in general, it's like they wake up each day and they're just like, how can I try Sagittarius today, right? And it's just, you're sitting here in this, just probably in this place of frustration, admittedly, Sagittarius, and you're just this place of being like, man, like why can't you? It's like some of y'all are just wishing that you had a normal day happening for you. You wish people just would be normal. You just want to go through your day, spend it healing as well. It's like you haven't even had a chance to lick your wounds, Sagittarius. I feel like you're really wanting to take action. You have these big goals, these big plans for the new year that you want to accomplish, or you just even want to set yourself up accordingly for that, Sagittarius. But you haven't even had time to even breathe, I feel. Feels like everything has just been trying you, whether it's through people or whether it's just through just situations in general that people aren't even involved. It's just like a lot has been weighing on your chest. I feel like some of you guys, maybe you've random message. I feel like some of you guys have been experiencing a lot of chest pain or is heartburn or just some heavy weight on your shoulder. I feel, Sagittarius, like I feel like stress has been taking a toll on you. Like you've been really trying so hard to keep positive, keep on shining your light bright, but it's been harder. I feel for some of you guys, it's been a lot harder for you to keep shining during the dark days that seem to never end for you, Sagittarius. Because yeah, there's just this Seven of Swords. There's this sense of feeling just extremely overwhelmed. There's this sense for you, Sagittarius, where it's just like you don't know what the right choice is. Like you're afraid of even taking a step forward, Sagittarius, because, all right, Miss Tulip, you're afraid of taking any step forward, Sagittarius, because it's like, any step forward that you make, you might end up having to deal with the repercussions of it, because for whatever the reason may be, Sagittarius, you deal with like two other things end up breaking from that step forward. Feels like you're being really misunderstood at this time, Sagittarius, and maybe that's why I felt the need to just gas y'all up and talk about how much I love a Sagittarius earlier, because I do feel as if some of you guys are just feeling very misunderstood. Maybe there's some type of relationship in your life, Sagittarius, that you're really trying to have them understand from your perspective or see things from your side of things, but it hasn't been working all too well, if I can say that, Sagittarius. Yeah, it just feels like very much so misunderstood. Like no one understands your intention. No one understands like why it is that you do the things that you're doing or how your mind works. Even Sagittarius, it feels like you are even trying to tell people, being like, "Hey, like I need a breather." Like you're trying to set up some boundaries for yourself, Sagittarius, just to save yourself, just so you can have a moment's rest. But people are taking this as something as a negative. Even Sagittarius. There's like a cat here from Miss Tulip Honey. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming in here. So what I'm noticing for you, Sagittarius, is that I do feel like it's almost as if you're in the middle of a gauntlet right now. And so what I mean by this, Sagittarius, is like with any type of gauntlet, at least what I know of a gauntlet and like different like video games and stuff like that when you used to play them, honey, is that when you enter a gauntlet, there would just be a barrage of things just start being thrown at you, right? One thing after another, right? And usually typically with a gauntlet, as you excuse me, as you progress forward, more things just get thrown at you. Excuse me, honey, I guess right now as I'm channeling these messages, honey, like it's really trying to make me belch in front of y'all, and I'm not trying to do that for you, Saji. Continuing on, I feel as if you guys are going to get to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I really want to really celebrate you guys for just keeping your head up as much as you have been keeping your head up for. But I am going to ask you, Sagittarius, to just keep pushing through a little bit further. Keep pushing on, Sagittarius. It's like you may be getting misunderstood now, and I really get this sense where it's like people are just doubting your potential. People are not seeing your potential. People are not seeing like your vision on where it is that you're trying to go, Sagittarius. But you're going places, and you know it internally as well. You know it in your gut, and that's probably why you have been just quite literally. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, Sagittarius, right? The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. That's why you've been really standing strong in your conviction, because of this Ace of Pentacles, darling, because you're just like, you're telling yourself that things are going to get better, that you know things are going to get better, and they absolutely are. So I am going to ask you, Sagittarius, and I know it's easier said than done, darling, right? And just know that I'm your best friend. I'm your cousin, honey, from through the screen, where like I'm here cheering you on, even if you feel like no one else is understanding you, Sagittarius, even if you feel like you have more haters than celebrators, right? Some of those celebrators may have been turned to haters just because, you know, whoever, we don't care, they don't matter anymore, right? Sagittarius, if they're not riding with you, then they might as well just be dead to you, darling, right, Saji? So I just want to I really want you to know that there is someone out there, me, darling, at least, that acknowledges your power, that celebrates just how far you have come and just where it is that you are going. All right. We have the Three of Pentacles here. You have people coming. I feel like this has even popped up for you for a little bit now, Sagittarius. You have people, help is on the way for you, Sagittarius. You have help coming towards you. You may not see it right now, but you do have help. Spirit is sending people to help you out. There's gonna, you know, they're not gonna be Sagittarius. I feel like you're going to be like the lone wolf in the sense of being the lone Sagittarius, but I feel like you're gonna be meeting other zodiac signs, maybe other Libras, honey. I'm just playing. But you're gonna be, because there's no Libra energy here so far, but you're gonna be meeting people that understand you as a Sagittarian, or understand you, you know, taking the zodiac sign out of it, darling, just understanding you for you, Sagittarius. And I feel like they're going to be able to really help you get to your Ace of Pentacles, get to wherever it is that you're trying to accomplish, darling, right? That's why you have the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here coming one right after the other. You may not see that, figure out, you may not know right now, Sagittarius, how to get to that light at the end of the tunnel, or how to break yourself free from this darkness, or getting yourself out of this rough spot that you're currently in. But that's just because you're thinking from perhaps a lone wolf mindset currently, where it's just like, you know, and understandably, darling, all right, let's make this clear. I understand why you're thinking this way, because it's just like, it feels very much so, Sagittarius, like you really have just had people just turn your back on you, from people who allegedly were supposedly your ride or dies, or there for you for the long haul. But, you know, when it got hard, when you no longer could provide to them, darling, when you no longer could help them out and really, you know, when you ran out of what it is that they were wanting or what have you, maybe, you know, it don't matter. Again, that's when they dipped, right? But you're going to be having people, spirit is bringing forward people in your life, Sagittarius, that are actually a lot more valuable to you, or a lot more loving to you, Sagittarius. So keep strong right now. Keep strong. And while I say keep strong, darling, and you have the strength card coming out, you may be meeting other fire signs. You know, strength card is the Leo card. They might be having strong Leo in their chart. It doesn't have, you know, maybe in their sun, moon, right, you know, whatever. Sagittarius, there may be a Leo coming in. I'm trying to think. I just did Leo's reading. Trying to think if I hinted at anything like that, but maybe check out Leo's reading as well. Maybe that will resonate with you. Anyways, I digress. But I do feel like because this strength card came out after the Three of Pentacles, Sagittarius, I do feel as if these other energies are going to be able to help uplift you, help just strengthen your cause, strengthen just who it is that you are and what you're trying to be. Miss Tulip, honey, you're going to be stretching out, standing tall, honey, like my cat Miss Tulip is right now. Okay, we have here the Six of Wands, darling. My favorite tarot card in the deck outside of the major arcana, the Six of Wands. This is what you're going to be looking like, Sagittarius. All right, I promise you, this is what you're going to be looking like. The spotlight's going to be on you real soon, Sagittarius. The Six of Wands, by definition, is known as the card of victory, success, fame, and fortune, really. Sagittarius, you're going to be the winner. You're going to be the one holding gold. Sagittarius, essentially, you're going to be the one holding gold. You know, you're going to be the one that ends up on top, regardless of these people that try to sabotage you, these people who you thought you were in working as a team with, that made you a competition by their own volition. Like, you're still going to end up on top, right? Because, darling, you are the emperor right now, Sagittarius. You are the emperor. You are, if anything, in your power, but you're going to be even more so in your power real soon, Sagittarius. All right. And these people, this is under your Three of Pentacles, so these other people are going to be playing a part, and maybe perhaps just seeing, maybe just for them, Sagittarius, they're going to be showing you just how powerful, just how lovely you personally are, Sagittarius. All right, I do feel very strongly in that. You know, while yes, you have been really disappointed, and there's no sugarcoating it, Sagittarius, you've been really disappointed in the energies and people that you've betted on, that you took a risk with, people that you even, and you probably even some of those people intuitively at some point you were just like, I don't know about this, right? I don't know about this person, but because I'm a kind person, I'm gonna let them in, and they ended up disappointing you. You're going to be very pleasantly surprised, darling. You're going to be sitting on your throne, right? I don't know why Game of Thrones. I rewatched it like maybe like couple months ago, Sagittarius, Game of Thrones, but this is giving me very much so like Game of Thrones energy, in the sense that you're going to be sitting on your iron throne, darling, right? You're going to be sitting on your iron throne. We have the Queen of Wands. This is your energy as well, Sagittarius. Come on now. So, Queen of Wands, I do feel as if for many of you guys, Sagittarius, there's going to be something that allows you to break free. I feel like there's going to be a moment that and it's gonna just, it's not something that you're planning necessarily, Sagittarius. This is something that just occurs to you, and it's just like in that time that this opportunity presents itself, Sagittarius. And with this opportunity, when it presents itself to you, you just take it and run. You take it and run, and you really, that's where I feel like a lot of the success comes in. I feel like it's going to be something kind of associated with whatever it is that you're trying to work on, because it's on that first row with the Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords, and all this, where let's just say, Sagittarius, that you are trying to really make a career, make a living, doing your own personal hustle, right? Sagittarius, you've been trying so hard at doing that, right? And that's where a lot of that resistance has been. You know, maybe you've had people in your life, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just always trying to play you down, right? Sagittarius, maybe you've always said that you want to be like a model or singer or dancer, rapper, you know, whatever your narrative is, whatever your storyline. Some of y'all want to open up a restaurant, like a soul food, super specific, but I just heard like soul food restaurant, honey. I don't know. I'm gonna just let it come as it comes, darling Saji. And like, you had a lot of resistance in this way, and people were telling you, they're just like, it's not for you, you can't do this, you know, putting these limitations on you, Sagittarius. But There's going to be a moment that's going to be happening. And when it happens, darling, it's going to be good, darling. It's going to be good. Because, yeah, this devil energy here, you really, Sagittarius, there's somebody that you have been way too forgiving towards. I just want to say, Sagittarius, okay? Y'all have been giving way too many chances to this energy. Y'all have been way too understanding with them. There's someone, I know there's that quote, honey, where it's like, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, honey. And I feel like you guys are taking that a little bit too literal, Sagittarius, because it's at this point now, there's like, this is a leech. This is a leech. This devil energy is right on top of your Six of Wands, your fame and fortune card, honey. You need to do away with this leech because it's not doing you any favors anymore. You need to make your boundaries clear. You need to put that line in the sand, darling Sagittarius, and be like, and just not mess with these energies anymore. It's one of those things of where you line up all your friends, you line up all your family, your social circles, darling, those that are with you in your life right now, you line them all up all together and be like, all right, honeys, either you're gonna ride with me, darlings, or you need to get out, right? And then and there, put them on that spot, right? You need to use this situation where it's like either you truly ride with me or you truly don't. And it's fine if you don't, but stop, it's like stop this facade, right? Because some of you Sagittarius, you see through some of these people's facades, you see the two-facedness that they're exuding right now, Sagittarius, and you need to just call it out. I'm gonna be honest. You need to call it out. You need to cut it out. There's no reason, darling. Y'all are some of y'all Sagittariuses. You're taking it way too literal about keeping your friends close, but your enemies closer, darling, because they're becoming just a leech now. And darling, what did I just say? You cut it out, and we pull the death card coming in for you, Sagittarius. Come on now, darling. So. And once you have this death experience, because this is on top of your Emperor card and this whole row here, remember, darlings, once that is, because it's quite literally, I use the term leech, but it makes so much sense for this now, because it's like, once you cut these out, once you cut this leech out, that's taking away from that Six of Wands energy, right? That fame, that success, all of that, darling. Death card happens with that rebirth. And that's when you feel your most empowered. And I feel like for many of you guys, because of the Judgment card and Three of Pentacles and all this, right? That's where you've been really resistant to, Sagittarius. You've been so afraid of taking that action, just cutting it out. But once you do, you're going to be really surprised by like how light you feel, how much more empowered you feel. Queen of Swords, this is where the energy people are probably telling you that you're at right now. They're telling you, it's like, oh, Sagittarius, you're too full of yourself. You think you're better. You've changed, all those narratives, right? Just because you put up those boundaries, Sagittarius. But fact of the matter is, darling, you know your worth. You know where it is that you're going. You know what it is that you're trying to do. And if they're not for you, darling, if they're not riding with you, then they need to just get out, okay? We did 4 oracle cards. I usually don't do this many, but I feel like this needs to come in. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested, Sagittarius. You already know this. That's why you're in that Nine of Wands energy, standing strong in your conviction. Your commitment is being tested. Surrender to the divine, Sagittarius. I love this energy. Allow things to happen. Let what will be, darling. All right. Surrender to the divine. When's the last time you connected to your ancestors or your spirit guides, darling? You have the third quarter moon coming in here as well. I guess we pulled 3. I don't know why. I guess I can't count. Third quarter moon coming in here. Adjustments are required. We already just talked about the adjustments that need to happen. But once all that happens, Sagittarius, that's when you start thriving, darling. All right. I'm going to just do 4 just because I said the number 4. So maybe there's a reason as to it. Super moon emotions are high right now. So definitely, Sagittarius, when you set these boundaries up, when you cut people off, I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if it's not going to be a dramatic time for you, but don't engage with the energies. Focus on your abundance. Focus on you. Focus on Tulip scared me for a moment. Focus on where your goals are. Remind yourself what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and just don't engage with any of these lesser peons, darling. All right. So I love you so much, Sagittarius. This is honestly a unique reading in of itself. This is not my normal reading style at all, Sagittarius. So all right, we'll see if this resonates with anybody, honey. I don't know what happened, what came over me, but I love you so much, Sagittarius. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, as well as be sure if you paid attention to where the code word is that you put in the comments below, so you have a chance to win a free reading with me, darling. All right, Saggy. So I love you so much. Be sure if you want to book a private personal reading with me, Sagittarius, SimplyVelca. simplyvelca.com. All right. Next, my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All that's just being Simply Velca. I love you so much, Sagittarius. Bye.